Yeah, come up now. Alright, thanks. Yes, coming up. That's it. But it's a different camera. The two camera not coming up. One to come. Hold on. It's that time again when you're planning your birthday parties, your funeral, your wedding, your anniversary, your family gathering, family reunion, and looking for equipment to rent or even to buy. Look no further than Rick Sales and Rental. Rick specializes in bouncebout, merry-go-round, trampoline, trackless train, snow cone machine, popcorn machine, hot dog machine, tables, chair, tent, pots, pans, knife, fork, and spoon, and many more. Contact Rick today at 631-829-7443 for your discount. Tell him that you were sent there by Chat with the Jacksons. Rick will also encourage you to continue to practice social distancing when you find the best. Why continue to look? Rick is waiting for your call. Call now. It's that time again when you're planning your birthday parties, your funeral, your wedding, your anniversary, your family gathering, family reunion, and looking for equipment to rent or even to buy. Look no further than Rick Sales and Rental. Rick specializes in bouncebout, merry-go-round, trampoline, trackless train, snow cone machine, popcorn machine, hot dog machine, tables, chair, tent, pots, pans, knife, fork, and spoon, and many more. Contact Rick Rick today at 631-829-7443 for your discount. Tell him that you were sent there by Chat with the Jacksons. Rick will also encourage you to continue to practice social distancing when you find the best. Why continue to look? Rick is waiting for your call. Call now. Good night. Good night, one and all. Thanks for joining us another Tuesday night, and we are truly happy that you decide to join us. We are a little late tonight, and we want to apologize for the late start. We were having camera problems, so we will just work with the one that we have going for us tonight. We want to thank you all for joining us. We want to thank that we see on the screen so far Sister Dolores McCoy, who always been with us. We appreciate you. And we want to say congratulations to Sister Hilary Senior. She just graduated with a big, well, I don't know, what's a bachelor, maybe bigger than bachelor, but she graduated. She graduated today, the other day in style, and we want to, on behalf of Chat with the Jackson, let you know how much we are proud of her, and we are so thankful for her support. Weekly, we see our own Daniel Smith, and we welcome Sister Daniel also. She will be having a busy weekend, and we encourage you to join her. I'm not sure she have two gigs for this weekend, and she'll be in the studio also this weekend recording. So we want her to know how much we are proud of her, and also proud to be a part of her development. Not just Daniel alone, but the whole team, Sister Corinne and Sister Susan. And we are proud of the team that we are putting together. With no further ado, I'll turn over to my wife. Sorry again for the late start, and be a part of us tonight. We encourage you to join us on YouTube, Chat with the Jacksons. Please go over and view and leave a comment, like, and subscribe. We also encourage you to share the program tonight. Tonight will be a very interesting topic as usual. So share the program, and let's go.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining Chat with the Jacksons. Thank you for lending us your time another Tuesday night. And as always, we don't take it for granted, because there are so many sites that you could have been on. But again, as always, you have decided to spend your hour and a half with us. And again, thank you as always. And tonight we will be having a very interesting topic. And before we get started, as a disclaimer, your views are entirely your own, and we can agree to disagree. And yeah, let's talk about this topic. I know it's a topic that is sort of a I wouldn't say taboo, but this is something that's our reality. No matter how much we try to go around it, it's gonna stare us in the face. And yeah, let's talk about this topic tonight, and the topic being,
Before you get in the topic, because I'm already in trouble with my engineer, but we don't want to forget our engineer, Mr. McKinnon, who worked tirelessly with us every week. I know he's very disappointed in me that I can't get the cameras up, but I try. And we want to thank Brother Mark Johnson, also from Blazing Gospel Radio.ml. He work with us every Tuesday night at bringing us live on his platform, and we truly appreciate that. We also want you to join us on our platform, that Zeno.fm chat with the Jacksons. We are on live every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays on that platform from 8 to 10 p.m. Thanks much. Back to you. Hello.
Okay, so as I was mentioning, tonight's topic, again, as I said before, as a disclaimer, your thoughts, your comments are entirely your own. We're not going to be bashing anyone for how they feel about this topic, how they view this topic. Um, we just try to bring topics that are pretty much our reality these days. And with that being said, the topic for tonight is my child told me that he or she is gay. What should I do? Again, my child told me that he or she is gay. What should I do? Do you want to jump in or should I jump in?
Before you jump in, let's just say hi to Brother Denrick Carter. He is a stalwart. He's been with us from day one. Sister Novlet Gardner, welcome to the platform. And if I missed your name, as we said, from week to week, it's not that we are, looking another way or just choose not to call your name. It's just that maybe it might slip us on the screen. So when we look, what we see on the screen, that's what we mention. So you're saying that.
Oh, before you get started with the topic, I just want to, our viewers, just to keep my family in prayers, my mom, my sister, my dad, my baby
Niece.
niece that's in the hospital. Everybody's pretty
And I
much
lost my
sick.
sister.
Yes, and my husband lost his sister. So it's just a lot of emotions um, these past weeks. Um, so we're here tonight, but we're here, but we're not here, sort of. But
Mhm.
nevertheless, the show must go on. And that and with that being said, we have what is it?
Daria.
Daria Tulloch
Mm-hmm.
and Bella Beer. We welcome you all tonight. See, you
Okay.
say it so much that I'm spoiling up the girl's name now.
Okay.
Bella
It's
Beer.
Bella Beer. It's not Bella Blair. It's Bella Beer.
Bella Beer. Welcome,
Mm-hmm.
welcome. Okay, so with all the introductions out of the way, let's get right into the topic. So,
Give us the topic again.
my child um, came to me and
Mm-hmm.
told me that he or she is gay.
Right.
What should I do?
Mm-hmm. What would you do?
Okay. So before I get into what would I do, and remember, we're going to be respectful of each other's, of everyone's um, thoughts, opinions on this topic. Um, we live in a society where we're encountering so many different um, lifestyles. Um, in particular, and I'm just going to be a little bit transparent, in particular, um, what I do, I work with individuals that um, I would say pretty much on a scale of 1 to 10, 8, 8.5 being the population is gay, whether gay or a lesbian, put it that way. Um, whether by choice, whether by birth. That's the reality of it. Um, I don't discriminate. I treat people, which we ought to, and in my opinion, of course. And you are respectful, right? I live a particular lifestyle. That person lives a particular lifestyle, and so on and so forth. Um, we tend to pick and choose what we um, deem as good, quote unquote. I hear a lot of people say that if my child came to me and say that he or she's gay, I would disown him or disown her. My views, not anybody else's views. Um, I could have a family member that was that is a serial killer or that has committed murder, that has done some horrendous crime, but nevertheless, we don't disown that family member. We may love from a distance, or we may choose to continue loving as if that individual didn't commit that crime or didn't do what is considered wrong because that person is our family member. So personally, if my child came to me and said, "Mom, I'm gay," I'm going to love my child regardless. I'm not going to love my child any less because my child came to me and said he or she is gay. And I'm going to stop right there for now.
You sure you want to stop?
Now, what did you jump in?
I don't know where to start because we see this from two different lens, and I'm not talking about my eyeglasses now. Um, I would pray, good night, Sister Corrine. We did mention you earlier. Sister Cordell, good to see you. She wasn't feeling good last week. And Sister Bella Beer said, talk truth, Susan. Um, Brother Carter said, clean crime different from nasty crime. Okay. My take on the matter is I pray, and as we said, everyone have their own opinion on this, and I don't want you to bash me now, whatever. But I pray my child never come to me and tell me that they are gay. I honestly I wouldn't know how to deal with that. Um, do I want to go from a scriptural standpoint? Do I just want to go from a father and son or daughter standpoint? But if my child decide, because we keep hearing before we even get into it, do you think that someone born as a gay?
Well, get into your part first before we jump into that
Right,
part
because
that
because maybe
that
maybe
we're gonna battle on that part too.
because we're gonna battle all night then. Because then I don't my take on it, I don't think that someone born as no gay, no matter what you want to tell me, what feelings you're born with, what hormones you're born with, and whatever, you make that choice to become a gay, right? And when you make that choice goes against God's word, right? And if you go against God's word, I cannot support you. So I could agree with you that I will love my child.
Stick a pin right there. We all go against God's word each and every day,
Yeah, but we're talking about this thing in particular now.
and we pick and choose
I don't think
what
so.
we want to
No.
to deem as right and what we want to deem as wrong.
But
And that's where I have a problem with us
But do you?
calling ourselves Christian, we tend to, okay, so this is a little right and that's a little wrong, but let me go over there to what's a little right because that's more acceptable based on what society deems as right versus um what society or what Christians consider wrong.
Okay.
And I
Well,
think a lot of us
whatever.
are very
There are
hypocritical when it comes
there
to that.
there are some minute things in the church. There are some minute things which,
Minute.
yes, which I might agree with you. But when we talk about a gay, this is not just the color of the walls in the building. This is not the carpet on the floor. This is not whether carpet or tile. This is big stuff. So how would we have my little gay boy, and we dressed to go to church Sunday? What role he's gonna take in church? When they call
Your
and
regular child, your quote unquote regular child,
yeah,
right? Um, don't take part in church on a on normal circumstances. So why would you wanna um more or less force your child to take
I
on a
wouldn't
role?
force my child to take part in church. My child gonna grow up, right? And if my child is in church, my child is gonna know right and wrong, and my child is gonna maybe follow his father's footstep. And
Maybe follow.
right, maybe,
Maybe.
yeah, there are some kids that will do different from you, but then you know that this child is gay, and how we gonna function?
Okay,
That goes so much when we come with the Bible. That goes again. The Bible talks about Adam and Eve.
the
It
Bible
never
talks about killing and stealing. The Bible talks about lying. The Bible talks about adultery. The Bible talks about so many other things that we're not supposed to do, but we still do it, right?
right. I agree,
So
and that's what I'm
where's the
saying. But
difference?
it's still not right. I'm telling you, it's still not right.
But
So
that's
we
more or less
cannot.
trivialize versus something else like your child telling you that child is gay, then that's like the ultimate crime
Of course,
versus
of
if
course, of course. I don't think for me, if my child go down and miss a chin and thief 2 cookies, right?
it's still a crime.
It's still a crime. But I could understand that my child is hungry and whatever. But for my child to come and tell me that he is gay, don't get me wrong, my child come and tell me that I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do as a parent. But at the end of the day, when I do what I'm supposed to do and all of the counseling and all that I can do, and he still want to be a gay, then daddy have done his part. But I will not support my child as a gay.
Okay, when you say support your child, and going back to what I hear a lot of people say, oh, I'll disown my child. I'm not going to love my child anymore. Would you, in fact, disown your child or cease to love your child? If your
I will.
child came to you
I
and
will.
say, Dad, I'm gay.
I will never disown my child. I will never stop loving my child. But I can stop loving the action of my child. And if the action of my child is a gay, I will not love that action of the child.
Right.
So it will affect the relationship. It will affect the relationship between me and that child. But anytime, my door is always open. But at any time that child can look into his or herself and said, you know what, this is not right. God don't like it. My daddy don't like it, even though mommy like it. It's wrong. And wrong is wrong.
No,
Sister Cordell.
don't make a decision for me because I didn't say I like it or I don't
But
like it.
you said you would support them in it.
I never said I would support them. That's not
You
what
say-
I said. I am speaking.
Okay, let me hear what you said. Don't let the screen go too far. We want to let's Sister Bella. Sorry, not sister. That's Sister Cordell. Sister Cordell said, "No, you can't born gay. You adapt it. Thank you, sister. But then again, some mother love to dress up their boy pitney into clothes that they are not supposed to wear. And this is something that we have to pay attention to. From this thing, it's in a little child. From maybe a 2, 3 year old, him just love them little dolly. Boy, if you go to the door, go play police and thief.
And I don't agree
Me
with
not
that.
buy.
We condition our kids.
So you go and buy your boy. You go and buy your.
Wait, before you jump down my throat. We condition our kids from young to say, oh, because he's a boy, he's supposed to be playing with trucks and quote unquote boy toys. We condition our girls to play with dolls. We condition our girls to wear pink. We condition our boys to wear blue. Where did that come from?
Because it come from, if you watch the trend coming down, you will realize that. You realize your little 5-year-old boy go to Christmas street, go to church in the Christmas street and pick up a dolly.
So
you have to look
your boy
into those.
Child pick up a doll.
There's
that
a truck
doesn't
there.
necessarily mean that the boy child wants to play with a doll. And even if he wants to play with a doll, that doesn't necessarily solidify that, okay, because he wants to play with a doll, mean that he has girl tendencies. And let me go back biologically now, because there's a lot to back up a lot of this. According to Cordell, she states that, I can't even go back to it.
Cordell, you want me to read it?
No, you can't
Born
gay.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to disagree with that. Right?
So
wait. And
okay.
let me tell you why. Right? If you look into a lot of biological aspects of how our DNA is made up of, some of us have more chromosomes, male versus female chromosomes. You have women that are born with a lot of hormones, male hormones. That's why you have women that have PCOS, right? Polycystic ovary syndrome, where women tend to have a lot of facial hair. Women tend to have a lot more hormones. So that's why they have to be put on birth control to regulate it, because there's so many different complications going on. It makes them harder to conceive.
So that make you a gay?
Can you listen to me, please?
I'm listening for 5 minutes and I'm waiting to answer the question.
I'm going
because
somewhere
you
with what
born
I'm saying.
you born with your hormone.
I'm going somewhere with what I'm saying. I say all of that to say this. All of us are not born, our composition is not across the board, right? Some of us women have male hormones. Some men have female hormones. It depends on how much you are born with, right? And then it transcends into how you react growing up. A lot of kids you see act a certain way right from very little. And you're right. Why does a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old
boy
or a 3-year-old act like a girl?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't learn that.
Okay. But that's where the parents come in now. So answer this question. You have your 5-year-old little boy, right? And you go to the store and him start to throw a tantrum that, mommy, I want this dolly. I love this dolly. There's a truck over there, dumper truck, water truck, all kind of truck a boy want. And him don't want that. Him want the dolly. Would you buy that boy that dolly?
Of course I would. Why wouldn't I buy it?
And carry go away.
In my house.
Here?
What is wrong with buying?
That is a problem.
No. I want to know, what is the reason why? What is the reason? You just don't want your boy child to play with?
But that would tell me. I want to hear.
That
Hold on.
because
Let's stop and let's go back.
to daycare-
Hold on. We're going too far because there's a lot of comment there. Because I want to know which person in their right mind. And this is why you have so much. Hold on, give me a minute. I give you two. And this is why we have so much ungodly, unruly kids in our society.
And ungodly
Because
and unruly
what would tell me?
adults too.
What would tell me? No, my little boy. I would have should take a break for here because guess what? My little boy come out
No, you're the one that's getting all
because
right.
I can't
I'm
understand.
calm.
I know, but you're calmly wrong. I can't understand. You take my little boy to the Christmas tree and bring him back a dolly.
But you're not giving me a reason, Jackson. You're not giving me a
But
reason as
there's
to
no.
why.
My question would be why my little boy want a dolly and not a dumper truck. That would be it, you know.
He's 3
There are
years
times,
old.
right, and
Three.
and that's why we talk about people born gay, and this is nonsense because we as the parents support the little kids them in these type of behavior, right? Oh, he's just 3 years old. He want a dolly, so you buy him a dolly. What he's gonna want
So
next? A
if you-
skirt?
So if your 3-year-old, right,
Yeah.
was in the store with you and say, Dad, I want you're into expensive sneakers.
Mhm.
And he said, Dad, I want that same expensive $100 sneakers. What are you gonna say to him?
That's a different. You're gone from
No, no,
orange
no,
and
no, no,
apples.
no,
That's a
no,
different
no,
thing.
no,
That's a
no.
different thing.
You're
No.
picking and choosing
If my
what
son,
you-
no. If my son want a
and
sneakers,
Mr. Carter, I'm not
Hold on.
deflecting. I'm going somewhere with whatever I'm saying.
okay, I wanted to go, but let's go back and what did sister welcome sister Tresson Brian. That mean that when the boy become man, he will want makeup and
By giving that child a toy,
of course.
are you saying
So
that
what he's gonna say? So when that boy come up now and reach age of 16 and said, "Mommy, I want a vagina," what you gonna say?
we're
at the age of
reaching
16?
right now. We're reaching.
We're not reaching.
Yes,
you
we're
push.
reaching.
You push this 3-year-old boy to say want a vagina
How are you gonna push a 3-year-old?
because you buy my dolly.
Oh God, Jackson, please.
Oh my God. Hold on, let's go back because I think we missed out on a lot.
Okay, go no.
we did
Yeah,
Bella
Mr.
Bear.
Carter says,
Okay,
are
no.
you deflecting?
Hold on. Oh no, not yet. Why am I Sister Hillary? Reload.
And like I said, everybody.
But
has
read
their- yes,
right, but read what she
yes.
said.
She says, I do not believe that anyone is born gay.
Uh-huh.
From a Christian perspective, the
Mhm.
Bible states that you are made in the image of God,
Praise.
and such sexual orientation is not of God.
Amen. That's what the Bible say.
And the Bible says a lot of other
But you
things.
keep
that
you keep
don't-
you
that
keep
a lot
jumping
of us
about
don't
what
believe.
you keep jumping
And
about
a lot
other
of
things.
us don't do.
Right.
But we tend to
But
just
whatever-
be stuck on one particular thing.
Sister Bella said, "Me eat pink and love blue." Well,
And where
no,
did that
no,
pink
well,
and blue come in?
I
That-
love pink too. I love pink.
But my thing is, where did who
We on-
invented where? Okay, girls supposed to be
All
wearing
right.
pink and boys supposed to be blue. We as the
Question.
adults.
All right. Question. Right? You have our daughter, our son, baby shower. Well, not you and I. Yeah, we all out here now.
Speak for yourself.
Right? And is expecting a boy. Would you decorate the place in pink or blue?
Well, let me put it this way. In this time and age, you don't find a lot of baby showers now that are pink and blue. You have baby showers that are green.
I
You have
actually
baby showers
took-
that are yellow.
I-
You have baby showers that are brown. You have baby showers that are beige.
I didn't
Nobody's
ask
really
you-
sticking
I didn't-
to the norm to say, well, okay, I'm gonna have a baby shower. It's pink or it's blue.
I
And
didn't
bear in
ask
mind-
you. I didn't ask you all beige and brown and purple. Sister Bella Bear put 2 colors up there. would you put my grandson baby shower in pink? If I walk in the house, everything is pink.
Why not?
So you would?
Why not?
Well, I would know not to ask you to prepare my my grandson baby shower. I would ask you not to.
Well, it would be up to me. It would be up to the mother, right?
And the mother said, "Listen."
What if
the mother said,
what if the parents of that child wants, as much as they're having a boy, they want their baby shower to be pink? That's not up to me, right?
Okay. Calm down, Fitzroy. Calm.
Yes,
I'm
you
calm.
need to calm down because I'm
Because-
not going to the hospital.
because I just don't think you're thinking straight.
You're
And-
not being realistic.
And I'm praising God. I'm praising
You're
God
not being
because I'm just
realistic.
thinking that we have this little boy, and this little boy start from that tender age and he's gonna grow up into a gay. You would support that boy in it. And as a matter of
You
fact,
don't
I
know
would
what
blame you.
You don't know what I
You're
would
just
support
telling
and what I
us.
would
You're
support.
just telling everybody here what you would do. You just told us what you would do.
I am
So,
saying, all I'm simply saying is that we condition our children to like a particular thing, right? Okay, visit a daycare center where you have 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, or whatever, and watch them play.
If I
Watch them
bring
play.
if I bring my grandson to a daycare and the daycare I'll give my son Dolly to play with, I'm gonna have a problem.
First of all, you're not in the daycare the duration of the time that the child is there. When it's playtime, right? Kids play with pretty much anything. So you cannot say, okay, my child is in daycare and seeing that he's a boy, he's gonna go gravitate to the boy toys, quote unquote boy toys, or the girl is gonna gravitate to the girl toys or whatever. They're children, for crying out loud.
So be a boy child. Be a boy child or be a girl child. Right? And I'm not gonna say every now and then a child mightn't want to play with a dolly, one and two, but you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to your kids.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that because the boy wants to play with a doll, mean that the boy is gonna grow up wanting to be quote unquote feminine.
But what I'm saying, honey, because Sister Bella Blair said you come prepare for me, but I don't see no preparation. I don't see no preparation because I don't understand. Because if you have your 3-year-old and you're gonna tell me that when you take him Christmas shopping, you're gonna bring back well wrapped a dolly, and that don't lick in your head and said, I have to pay close attention to this
No,
little boy.
You cannot use that as to generalize that, okay, because of one particular thing that my child is gonna grow up to be gay.
You
Come
have
on,
20
Jackson.
you have 20 little boys, right? How much of them you think out of that 20 gonna go and pick a dolly instead of a gun or a toy gun or hold on, or a dumper truck or a tipper truck or a wrecker?
But let me
How much
ask
of
you
them?
let me ask
No,
you
no, no.
something. You go
Answer.
into a store.
Answer.
Wait. You go into a store now, right?
Yeah.
You go into the mail department. Do you see just black, brown, and blue in the mail department?
No, because I just told you I love pink. I don't have a problem with that. But then if I go into the mail department and looking at skirt,
You would not find skirts in the mail department.
you'd
Jackson.
surprise. You need to
When
come
was the
shopping.
last time you went
You
into
need
the
to
mail
come shopping.
department?
You need to come shopping with
When
me.
was the last time you went into the mail department?
You need to go to
There's
you need
no
to
mail
come.
department that have skirts in there.
You need to go shopping with me. That's all I'm
No,
telling
you
you.
need to come shopping with me.
So okay, let's read what brother Tolo say. It's gone. Can we go back to it? Okay, let's Okay,
What is
he
the person's
says
name?
yes. He said, Brother Fitzroy, whenever you see your son start to act like a girl or your daughter start to act like a boy, you have to start praying more and rebuke the devilish spirit, because it's the devil trying to get him from early childhood. And as I'm saying, if you pay attention to your child, we come out, oh, he was like that from a tender age. but we support it.
Oh, but let me ask you something. You see your child go into a corner store and steal candy this week, go next week and steal candy next week or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the back of your head, are you going to say, well, my child is going to grow up to be a thief, rob a bank or
No.
whatever the case may be?
No, and
Why?
the
Why?
same behavior.
Why wouldn't you think
You're changing the story, but I'm
No,
gonna
no, no, no,
answer.
no.
I'm
No,
gonna
I'm not
answer,
changing
but
it.
give me a chance to answer.
That's why I say we
Give
pick
me a
and
chance.
choose
Give
what
me
we
a
wanna
chance.
focus
Give
on.
me a chance to answer. My 3-year-old goes into the store and take up a candy and put in his pocket. I'm gonna rebuke that little child. Maybe that's a strong word, but I'm gonna let the child know from then. No, no, no. This is wrong. Ask mommy, ask daddy for whatever you want, but don't come in the store and take up something without paying for it.
What
I'm
if-
gonna tell you, but if the child continue to do that, I know that the child might have a problem. I now have to pay close attention to that child, give him all the help that I can.
But what if you give him all the help and he still continues to steal?
Up to what age? He grew up into a thief,
Yeah.
then he go to prison.
But are you gonna love that child?
I have to love my child regardless, but I don't like the action of the child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna love. If all right, let's stick to the gay business now. If my child, right? If my child who say he's a gay, if my child say he's a gay,
He's homosexual.
whatever, come home and say, Dad, this is what happened. And after we gone through all of whatever and everything, and he still decide to be a gay, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna stop my child from coming to my house. But it eventually might lead there, because you see, what I call it now, him gay, so him the man or the woman. You see, when we go against God thing,
Not everybody
when we go
that's
against
gay.
God,
And this is let's get something straight here, because a lot of us are under the misconception that because a person say that they're gay mean that they dress as a woman or that person dress as a man. No, that is not true. You have people that are gay that are still very masculine or still very feminine. They don't wear men's clothes. They don't wear female clothes.
But they're
and you
gay.
can't even tell that they're gay.
but then gay.
But you can't even tell that
But they're gay. Me not
Yeah,
can
they're
tell. From his son tell me say him a gay. Whether nobody out the road know it not gonna make a difference. From my son tell me say him a gay and him won't change, there gonna be a problem. And as I was saying before, if my son a gay and him bring, me not know if him a the man or if him say him a the woman. But as far as me concerned, my son is a man. And if him tell me, Dad, come and meet my boyfriend, him that the boyfriend can't come through my gate. Period. And listen, can I go a little further?
Keep going.
My son maybe not go and come at my house because he can't drink out of my cup, eat from a spoon.
That's just going too far now.
But that's
What
so far.
What does eating out of your cup, out of your plate, and drinking out of your cup have to do with your child being gay?
Because me don't know.
That's just a very.
Me no
ignorant
want no
statement.
gay. Me
That
no
is
want
just
no
a very
gay.
ignorant statement.
Well,
to me.
if you want to call it ignorant, and I'm
It is
looking
a
at,
very
but
ignorant
I'm looking
statement
at,
to me.
I'm looking at it that you are ignorant, because in the sense that you going to tell me,
Come on, Jackson.
no, you gonna tell me
No,
your
no.
son. So
Justify,
hold on now.
justify to me, what does your gay son or your gay daughter have to do with eating from a utensil in your home? What does that have to do with anything?
Because they are entering an exit.
Oh, give me a
whatever.
break. You're
And
speculating.
I'm not speculating.
You're
So we're gay.
speculating.
So how them or gay them have pleasure? How them pleasure themselves? Two boy.
You need to go do some research.
Research on what? You need a vagina and you need a penis. When my boy have, when girlfriend.
A lot of heterosexual people do some things that you may never want to eat from them either.
And I
But we
agree.
don't
we're
talk
talking
about that.
But we're talking about the gays tonight. let's go back. Let's go back.
So
On the
come
floor.
on, that's
Let's
just
go
a
back
very
on the floor.
ignorant statement to make. I'm
No,
surprised that you would even
no,
say
no.
something like that.
I'm very serious with it.
And
Um,
what does Jamaica we come from have to do with anything? You have
yeah,
gay people all over the world, so
but
it
not, but
doesn't mean that.
especially
Come
we
on,
grow up. We grow up. You see,
no,
maybe
no,
you
no,
grow, you grew up,
and that's where
you
the
grew up
home,
America. We grew up at Jamaica, and we don't want to get it
and
because we don't
that's
want to
why
get
Jamaica
black.
is so homophobic because they're not
No,
open to learn anything.
no,
They're just very close-minded.
I can't
Some
say that.
correction, some.
I can't say that.
What do you mean?
No, we're not close-minded.
Very much so. Very much so. A lot of us, again, tend to pick and choose what we want to believe
Okay.
instead of educating ourselves. Yes, I'm not. Let me get this. Let me just put this out there. I'm not condoning
Okay.
a person that's homosexual, right?
You're not?
But I'm simply saying that the same love that you show to your heterosexual child, your heterosexual daughter, you're showing the same love to your homosexual son. You know, we tend to, okay, because my son is gay, I'm gonna love him differently from how I'm
It's gonna
loving
be.
my
It
daughter.
have to be a different love. It have to be a different
God
love.
love you any less in
God
whatever
don't
you
make
have
gay.
done?
God don't make gays. God don't make gays. And Sister Dolores asked a question. I think it's a very good question. She said, suppose you're born with both organ and can't make a choice.
Okay, I have
You-
a perfect story for.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I had a client that was born with both organs, right? And it has been problematic from the time that that person could identify what he was born with, right? And it has transcended throughout his life
Mhm.
with him having all kinds of issues because he was never really accepted as a male and he was never really accepted as a female, right? So this person has developed so many different mental issues and so on and so forth that he cannot live a normal life. And we do have people that are born with both.
Well, I know that. I know that. But they also have a choice. They also have a choice.
You're
And,
confused as ever. You're
no,
born
no.
with both
No, but I'm
organs,
telling you
right?
because I watch
This
a
is
program.
something that
I watch a program just this week, a famous blogger. And she, well, my wife, she is a E. She were born with both organs. And they but he said growing up, he
because
she
they
said
cannot fully identify
hold on,
what they
but
are.
he identified himself. Him said him figure he's a boy growing up because him no want no dolly.
Hold that thought.
Mhm.
Mr. Seymour, the topic is my child came to me and told me that he or she is gay. What should I do?
Right.
Continue.
Right. So she said growing up, she never considered herself. She only want to be a girl because the mother have two boys already, and she want a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So she grew up playing football, cricket, love blue, love toy truck, not dolly. So she get rid of the other organ, and live as a man. With those cases, I sat there last week and I listened to her, and I understand she make a choice, right? She born with both organs, and she get rid of one. She don't try to fool nobody and said whatever. That's a different case now than you have your boy who just born with a penis.
But
And hold on, a boy that born with a penis, and when you stand before the pastor and church, him said to the boy, do you take this man to be your wife, or did he say do you take this woman?
so what about
So
a
would you go?
heterosexual-
Would you
wait,
go?
wait, wait,
You're
wait.
always changing.
What? No,
You're
no, no,
always
no, no.
changing this subject.
What about a heterosexual man that stands before the church and made vows to God to love a woman that he chose as a wife, and then down the road tells her, "Oh, I'm now gay."
Yeah, that's wrong also. That's wrong.
So, are you telling me that he just decide out of the blue? Oh, today I'm gonna get up and
I
be
don't
gay.
want to go and ask what that pastor when he's gay. Wrong is wrong. And I'm not talking about the pastor, I'm talking
No,
about
we're not
my
talking about
son.
a pastor.
I'm talking about my son or my daughter. Come to me and say, "Daddy, I love girls." That's a girl. You know how nice it is when you have your little 6, 7 year old boy and see my church and him a prep girl. You as a father feel good about that, you know.
Really?
Yes, man. Me no want him to look for no boy. Oh, and you see Sammy. Oh, Sammy looks so nice. No, tell me about Sully and Sally and Polly. Yes, man. I mean, encourage my little boy to do that. Not for my little boy, you know, I look upon no girl. So, Sister Bella Blair was asking, I would buy if somebody would buy a pink outfit for our son, and he said, "Why not?" I love pink, so I'm not gonna look and say because someone wear pink, because even in Jamaica, you know right away, because I wear a
I
pink
don't live
shirt.
in Jamaica.
Well, I
so
well
don't
I
know.
go Jamaica and I wear a pink shirt, and who tell me to do that? You understand? But that don't make you
But
a gay. I'm talking about my little boy.
wait. Back up a second.
Hmm.
So you go to Jamaica and wear a pink shirt. What does that have to do with anybody? That's your
But
pink shirt.
I know, so that's why I'm saying that I'm not gonna say that because someone wear pink mean they're
So
gay.
you're
I'm not gonna say
defining
that.
yourself based on what people
I'm not.
will,
That's not what I'm
people's
saying.
assumption.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying not because you wear a pink shirt make you a gay. But what I'm saying is if my little boy always want dolly, that's too much gay tendency for me. He has his reason why he is gay. Explain, Sister Bella. Street Mr. Jackson. Of course. What Sister Bella? What Sister Tristan
I
say?
wanna hear Mr. Carter's
If he's still
view really, because you're giving me bits and pieces of your take on the topic. I am assuming that, of course, you would not condone. He can drink from my cup, but he can't take that. But he can take that with him.
all right.
Why?
Of course.
That is.
No man.
Oh
No
my God,
gay
y'all
gonna
are so
come in my house.
narrow-minded, it's not
I-
even funny.
Just let me tell you something. Me not saying can't come in my house, you know, but
Why-
me I
why-
make sure so me
Come
have a
on.
set of paper cup for him alone, paper plate for
See,
him alone,
we're gonna fall
paper
out of
knife,
that,
paper
because
knife.
That makes no sense.
That's why God
That
bless
makes
us.
no
That's why
sense.
God bless us that we're not gay because maybe we'd have followed.
Okay, you go to a restaurant. Do you know who's preparing your food?
You
It
keep-
could be
you
somebody
keep-
that's a gay.
You keep
That's gay.
diverting to
It's
art.
not-
You keep
no.
diverting to art. What I don't know, what happened in the restaurant don't happen in my house. I don't run the restaurant. I run my house. I mean, I go run my house with no gay boy, naked gay boy in my
Listen,
house.
if we had a child that's gay, or say the boy say he's gay, or the female say she's a lesbian or whatever, we're not giving them no separate cups and plates or whatever. That's just, let me not even say the word.
So they would be living here.
When I'm not saying live it, if your gay son or your gay daughter came to visit,
Uh-huh.
you said
Uh-huh.
you would not give them to drink.
Not
out
them because the boyfriend or the girlfriend can't come. Not them.
You said your child would
Right.
not use your utensils.
No, carry him on. Pan in knapsack.
You know, we need to end this show tonight.
Oh, no, carry him on. Carry him on. I'm in knapsack, and when you're going, leave it.
You're infuriating me right about now.
Straight, Sister Tristan. Po.
Come on, stop the foolishness. Because
Yeah.
this is people. Let's act like we have some type of sense.
But
and
you're
some
not acting.
maturity.
But you should never say that because I'm so
What does
surprised
a
at you.
What does a plate and a spoon and a bowl
Me
have
don't
to do
want
with
him eat out of me utensil them in my
Why?
left. Eh?
Why? Give me a
Me not
reason.
just. Let me tell you again.
Give me
What the
a
little boy?
logical reason.
What the little boy tell him brother said? I said that already.
We're not talking about a TikTok,
No.
whatever.
No,
Give
this is not
me
TikTok.
A good reason. You're not giving me a good reason.
All right, see the reason right here now. Mr. Carter said
We're
if
not
he
talking
used the
about
bathroom, he could burn up
Oh,
the
Jesus.
shower curtain.
No, no.
All right, carry it in her. All right, him. Susie, I'm serious as the day born. If my son say him a gay, maybe him not gonna come at my house. Because I'm going to get the treatment.
Listen.
I'm going to get a
We
gay
need
treatment.
to shed this homophobic mentality that we have and do our
Tell
research.
God. Tell God that. Tell God that. God give me research in the Bible. Said we go and take a man as a woman and call her your husband. You take a woman and call her your wife. He never say go take Adam and Steve. Never say that.
Okay.
So
And I get that.
and
But
that is
what
hold
does-
on,
what-
hold on,
where
and
I'm
that is
going
where
with-
that is where we go wrong, you know. You know that's where we go wrong. We take up all of them a different book and all just stick to the Bible and we can't wrong. Nobody can give me how much history book and go tell me do research. The research in the Bible says it's wrong. Man lying with man, it's wrong. You want scripture? Man sleeping with man, it's wrong.
Okay, let me read what Mr. Nasson says before you have a heart attack.
Where's better than that, son? I don't see.
He said, "Oh, okay, take a deep breath before you do anything. Just like any other event that will affect your child, approach the correction or the discussion very carefully. Gain gain an understanding from the child how or why he can to or I think he came to that conclusion, and ensure that you give the child guidance according to biblical principles. It is heavily important that we take into consideration the developmental stage that the minor child is at and whether or not the identity crisis is just that or inappropriate behavior for that age. Homosexuality is not a straightforward condition, and we have to understand that different elements of people lives may lead them into the direction of homosexuality. And I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm going to touch on that too. 3, I am aware of some are born with physical, mental, and chemical imbalances that may cause one gender to have feelings of other. Example, a boy being what is that word? Effeminated from an early childhood. One that was molested in early childhood lead into adolescence and thinking it is the way to become, it is a way to because of their experience. Those who are licky and use undercover homosexuality as a mean of financial gain, I gone. You hear, sir? I gone, you hear, sir? Okay. I'm glad that there are 2 things that you mentioned that I was going to touch on. Like I stated before, the population that I work with, I encounter this each and every day. You have adults that are gay that was molested as a child and molested repeatedly. Could be by a male cousin, a male uncle, some type of male in that household. That child grew up with that tendency thinking that that's the norm, right? Nobody ever taught that child to say, okay, a man penetrating you, that's not what the norm is. So they grow up thinking that, okay, they gravitate now to a male.
What age you talking about now?
A child could be molested from their 2, 3.
Uh-huh. And you think when he reach 12 or 13 he's not gonna know it's wrong?
Jay.
No, I'm asking you. Because a man penetrate you when he's a little boy, yes, you understand that. But some part in life, you gonna say this is wrong.
They may know after a while that, okay, this is not the norm, but doesn't necessarily know that that was wrong. And that's why they tend to gravitate to the male counterpart.
And they can change. The Bible, it's not wrong. no matter what you're saying, Sister Danielle says, bend the tree from its young. Train the child in the way he or she should go, and when they're old, they will never depart. Stop buying your boy Pitney Dolly. We're so glad that we don't have like a gay boy, because I think we would have a lot of problem.
Oh yeah,
Whether
we would
whether
have to be buying plates and cups every week, every day.
no, maybe after the first one, maybe he's not gonna want to come back. I
So,
am
so
gonna
you're
make it
telling.
so hard for him to come here. I'm telling you, I'll make it so hard for
Oh, wait, wait.
after. Don't get me wrong, After I do all that,
What if your child is living in this house, right?
as a gay,
Underage child.
as a gay,
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
pray that I wake up tomorrow and he or she become 18.
And that's not realistic.
But that's what I'm trying to show you that
If
that's
you
what
have
I'm.
a 12-year-old if your 12-year-old son came
Not
to
12-year-old boy can't tell me say
your
I'm gay.
12-year-old son came to you and say, "Dad, I'm gay,"
Uh-huh.
were you gonna put him out?
No, I'm not gonna. That's what you're not listening. I said I'm gonna do everything as a father that I'm supposed to do.
Oh, but you said he cannot eat out of your plates
But
and cups
that
or
is
whatever.
that's what I'm saying. That after I've done all that I'm supposed to do, give him all at the counseling, bring him to professional counselor, bring him to the pastor, bring him to this, bring him to that, and
But he's still
show
living in
him
your house.
from the Bible.
He's
yes,
still living in your
yes,
house.
at that time,
And
right?
still eating out of your plates and cups.
But at 12, him not gonna have no boyfriend. He's gonna have the
How
tendency.
you know that?
No,
How you know that?
no, because
How
I'm not.
you know
Because
that?
I'm not gonna support no 12-year-old in my house.
When your child is not in your presence, you don't know what
That
they're
if
liable
what you
to
don't
do.
know, what you don't know, you don't know. But no 12-year-old gonna tell me that, oh, I'm having sex. No 12-year-old gonna tell me that.
They're not gonna tell you. They're gonna tell their little friends, and they're gonna tell.
But then
somebody else,
that's
they're
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying.
tell you
What
because
I'm
they know
saying,
how you are.
what I'm saying, as a good parent, you will know. You must study your kids, And I honestly believe that some of us want to be our kids' friend, and that's why things just get out of control. Oh my God, Sally told me she's gay. I don't know how to address this now because it's gonna mess up our friendship. Me and no Pitney and my friend and friend at school. So I am gonna correct my child in the best possible way. Do everything. Good night, brother Jimmy Fagan. Do everything that I am supposed to do to get this child back on a relationship with God. Right? So when I try and I try, and after years and this child still want to be a gay from a distance. You don't have to come at my place because I'm not going to come at your place. You can be a gay from a distance.
Okay, I see. Oh my God.
That goes for both daughter or son who decide to become gay. It's best they don't come to my. See, that's the same thing I just say. Be a gay from a distance. Me not go deal with no gay. I come around and then I'm coming over for Thanksgiving and what him name now? Patrick and Paul is coming too. Where? Take a
Okay.
paper plate and go. What's
That's
sister?
Mr. Seymour says. Actually, even before I get to Mr. Seymour, Tressan says,
You know, for transgender.
oh, and
What?
transgender is a whole different piece to the this whole component. Whole different piece. So oh, anyway.
And she make a good point. One organ may be more developed than the other because when I was listening to well, she was out on it. So I don't know if you should call her name. Pretty Don, and she said that her penis didn't develop the way it should, but even now it's still slow down. So I still see that
But you have to
God
be on
didn't.
hormones to decrease one thing because you're producing male hormones and female hormones. So, there's still that confusion. So even if you remove one genitalia, you have to, and you choose to, okay, want to be the male counterpart, then you're going to be taking hormones to diminish the other, you know, organ. So it leaves you in a very
Yeah, but she grew up as a boy. She grew up as a boy. So should I take hormone to diminish the tendency of girl? So why the penis never grow?
anyway.
So
Um
Sister Cordell said if both gays and lesbian, said both of them, of course, both of them is wrong. If my daughter say a girl him what she want to marry, and then I have a question for you because then who decide who become the when two girl married? Who are the man?
why don't you ask two gay people that?
No, but these are the questions you'd have to go ask your gay boy.
You would have to ask your gay son too. You wanna
Me,
ask your
no,
gay
me don't
son?
want. No, me don't want to hear that. Me want to hear my son say, "Dad, you know, say me decide to change." And that me want to. Me not gonna say, "Boy, who are the man and who are the woman?" Why me want to know that?
Okay, so Mr. Seymour says at 12, he is at the beginning of adolescence and puberty. If
Mm-hmm.
we are to be honest, that's around the age that our curiosity about sexuality begin to show itself in our life. Nowadays, sooner, yeah. Them little picnic here fast like bright line train. Yeah, the society that we live in, the age of technology and social media and stuff. Excuse me. A 2 year old, a 3 year old could navigate iPad, a phone better than an adult.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree.
So
Sister,
so don't you think? Take it off the. Take it off the. Take it off this.
go ahead and talk because you watch the left, not the right.
Yeah. So you know, we tend to not wanna teach children, certain things. Oh, there are or recognize things from a young age because we say, oh, the child is too young or whatever. But you have a lot of, um, take for example that show we used to watch with Steve Harvey with these little kids, and some of the things that they say, you're like, is this a 5 year old? You know, or is this a 3 year old?
That's why them fi start. That's why if you start growing them up from that age. Let's welcome Sister Latoya Edwards. Steve Wright. Steve Wright.
One more thing.
Welcome, Sister Steve Wright. Um, go ahead.
Mr. Seymour says, Brother Jackson, thank God you didn't have a child that was this way. It is a crisis for most sensible people.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have
And I
killed a
thank
poor
God.
child.
I not have to kill him. Him gonna stay out of my reach. How would you feel
Mr.
to know?
Carter, don't
How would
make
you
it
feel?
diminish your spirit.
How would
It's
you
a
feel?
topic. It's only a topic.
No, but how would you
That's
feel?
a topic that, it's our reality these days.
This is
You
more
know,
than a
we-
topic because I have to go down on my knee and pray now so we don't get a gay boy or a lesbian.
We're not having any more kids, so.
Well, you just have to talk. I don't understand it because maybe I think something was in the oven. I just said that and you said talk for yourself. You know, so me a sweat.
Twins. We have
Twin. Two gay twin.
yeah.
Don't speak
Yeah.
it. Don't speak it. Don't speak it. Don't speak it. What Sister
Oh,
Daniel?
gosh.
What Sister Daniel say? Do you see what Sister Daniel said?
Let me
see that.
see if I could go back. It goes so fast.
Right.
I didn't see it. Let me see.
Okay.
I didn't see what she said.
Boy play with, okay, maybe I don't know if this is it. She said a boy play with boy stuff. If we condolence, if we
Oh, no, no, I see
condolence,
what. Yeah, boy plays with boy stuff. If we sorry,
condone,
I
maybe
think
you
she
want to say
meant to say
condone.
condone or
Mm-hmm.
encourage feminine behaviors, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
etc. They are not gonna see anything wrong with doing anything a female does, including being the same sex.
Mm-hmm.
We have to guide them and teach them how a boy or a man should behave and let them know straight that a man was not created. Let them know straight that a man was not created to be with a man. God did not make Adam and Steve, He made Adam and Eve.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Brother Seymour said blessings to the Jackson. Brother Carter said that goes for both. Okay, we think we read that
Mm-hmm.
already.
Okay.
Okay, I think brother
Someone
brother
by the name of Gem Spice Scott Austin said, "Pray, pray really hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. Most Caribbean parent worst nightmare. That's why I don't push my son when he comes to talk to me about his girl problems. I
Mm-hmm.
listen and give age appropriate advice.
Amen.
Stimulation from early."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Agree.
Danielle says again, persons with homosexual and bisexual persons that are homosexual and bisexuals are wrestling with a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't always become this
We.
way gay because of how parents grow them. Sometimes it's because of what they have been through growing up, molestation, abuse, etc. Some of these people can be helped, but it's all based on how we approach them.
And I agree. And I see Sister Hillary said she work with these type of people, and that's why I said we have to pay attention to our kids. We have to pay attention to our kids because you might even have an uncle in the house and molest a little boy, and there's so much sign there. There's so much sign, and we don't pay attention to these signs. So till yeah, the boy come and say
But
my
that's what
gay.
I said earlier, that I some of my clients have gone through those type of
But what
situations
I'm saying,
where,
as parents, there we need to do more to protect our kids
well,
and
I
stop
agree with
support them.
that. I agree with that. But when you have a parent, let's say a single mother that works how many hours, and she's entrusting her child in the care of someone that she thinks should be um, caring for his nephew,
Mm-hmm.
right? She's not thinking that, okay, he's going to be molesting his nephew. That's not what she's thinking. She's thinking, okay, I'm at work. I cannot pay a babysitter. So my brother is watching his nephew. Now, later on, you found out that he's been molesting your child all this time.
But then that's what I'm saying. But then we as parents, we feel again. We feel because then the little boy keeps saying that me no want to stay with Uncle Jimmy, right? And because we don't hold on, we don't pay attention to that. If my son come to me and say I don't want to stay with Uncle Jimmy, me now go slip that aside. Okay, maybe Uncle Jimmy finger and the little boy are doing something to that little boy. You have to pay
Yes,
attention.
I agree with you. However, sometimes, you have adults that bribe these kids. If you say anything to your mom, I'm going to hurt her, I'm going to hurt you and whatever. There are so many stories that you hear adults, they come out and they say, I couldn't say it because I was threatened and so on and so forth. That's the reality of some households.
But that's why I said I think who say that somebody you just read from Jam Spice. I think she was the one said that you have that type of relationship with your son or your daughter that when they come to you talking about these things from a tender age, run them away and say go sit down. You
But
know,
that's
you
that's
you
what we
you
need
talk
to.
to the child, and as she said, according to the age group, you break it down to them.
But
Because if you don't break it down to your child, the computer gonna break it down for them.
But the thing about it too is that, in our society, and I find with most, or let me not say, in society in general, whether it's American society, Caribbean society, you know, we tend to dismiss our children when they come to us asking certain questions. Oh, get away from me and don't ask me certain things or whatever, right? Instead of saying, okay, let me take the time to listen to what this child wants to talk to me about, we tend to dismiss them, you know? And a lot of times that goes from, that stems from our upbringing. We were dismissed as children. We wanted to know about this and we wanted to know about that. But when we came to an adult to talk, we were met with opposition. Why you coming to ask me this and why you coming to ask me that? So we grow up with that type of mentality that when we now have children, that transcends to our children, right?
Okay.
That's why a lot of adults have problems now because their parents or their guardian didn't take the time out to listen, and then they went and got the wrong advice, and then their lives become a total mess.
Okay. Rosie, that's my cousin. I think this topic came from her, and now she put it out. We don't say who the topic come from, but she put it out there. So this topic come from her. I want to say good night to Sister Shelly Ann McDowell. We appreciate her. We want to say good night to our brother O'Neill Givens. Welcome. Sister Rosie asking says, she said, good night to the Jackson. I asked Fitzroy, that's me, this question a few weeks ago. I don't think it's a few days, a few weeks ago. And his answer was he would not want anything to do with that gay son.
Yeah,
Or hold on, I'm reading. Hold on, that gay son or daughter.
Mm,
So I am asking Sister Jackson the same question. What is your answer? What would you
I'm
do?
gonna love my child until death do us part.
And I did not tell her I would not love my child.
You told her you wouldn't have nothing to do with your child.
With
So-
the
No.
gay, anytime my child say, Dad,
So what do
the
you
gay
what do you,
thing,
what do you think having nothing to do with your child
the
means?
gay
Oh,
thing.
come on,
Anytime
Jackson.
my door, and I think maybe I say that to her, or maybe tonight, my door is always open.
No,
After-
you're contradicting yourself.
I'm not
now.
contradicting
Yes,
myself.
you
So
are.
okay, so let me go now then. So you might get it straight. Take a drink.
No,
Drink
no,
water,
no.
mind a
You need
business.
to get it straight with her because you told her
All right.
that you would have
All right.
nothing to do with that.
Let me
child.
say this now, and let me come straight. I was straight all the time. No, let me
No
say
pun
this, right?
intended.
Right. After I've done all that I can to help that child to get rid of the gay tendency, right? Not just a 1 week or 2 weeks. It's gonna cost me some money too, right? Because I'm gonna do all that I can to get the tendency, this gay tendency, out of my boy.
And what if you
Because
don't?
God did not make him that way.
And-
God, hold on, no man, let me
Go
answer.
ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
God don't condone it, right? And if God don't condone it, I'm not gonna condone it, right? And if that guy, after I spend all that I can spend, give him all of the counseling, and then get all of the counseling, and him said, Dad, I still want to be a gay. That's when we're gonna part company. But we're gonna part company like this, son. I will always love you, but I'm not gonna condone your behavior when this behavior goes away from you. My door is always open, but don't come back with this gay thing with me. It don't mean that if I see my son on the road and him need help, me not gonna help him, but him gonna understand, say me no inna the gay business. Him gonna understand that.
So the bottom line that we wanna, the bottom line in for me, what I want our viewers to understand from me is that if my daughter came to me and said, Mommy, I'm a lesbian, or my son came to me and said, Mommy, I'm a homosexual. The same love that I had from birth is going to continue until
And we
God
agree.
takes me home.
I just
I'm
said
not
that.
going to treat my child any less. I'm not going to um, have separate utensils in the house,
So I have a question for you.
whatever.
So I have a question for you. So would you allow your boy to bring his boyfriend in your house?
Why not? I just said that to you, Chica.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You're on the record now.
Oh my God.
No, answer that. Your boy, you keep in Thanksgiving last Sunday, last Thursday,
Hmm.
and look at Jimmy. Look at Jimmy. Look at gay Jimmy. Say him bringing Sammy. Mommy, can I bring Sammy with me for the Thanksgiving?
What age are we talking about?
Me no matter what
But you're,
age.
you're talking like this person is a 5-year-old.
No, 5-year-old.
No, but
5-year-old
you're
they
like,
would live in
mommy,
your house. But that's how them talk.
No, not every gay person speak that way. Come on now.
All right, but that's a question. And don't go around the question. But would your 20-year-old boy, coming over and him ask if him can bring him girlfriend, which is another boy with him?
It's not a girlfriend.
It's a what?
That's his boyfriend.
So
If you
so
start-
who is the girl? Because that's what I mean, you don't believe. That's why you don't believe in the Bible. Oh, it got to be a girl and a boy.
Oh my
One of them
God.
have to be a boy, and then the other one have to call themselves a girl. You never
call themselves
Little Dan-
boyfriend and girlfriend.
Pretty Dan, who is a girl, and she said our wife, and she's a girl. So one of you have to be when them go to married. Oh, but you know what? Come on, you act like you don't know that. When they married,
When
the
they
wife
get
and
married,
husband,
No, they do not say wife and husband.
Rachel, madam, on the show. Rachel, madam, don't talk about her wife.
You, but you're saying a boy.
Well, the
your
same
son-
boy. So the
no,
two boy them.
he's-
No, the two boy them. One of them. Can I get some help here? And one of them said them are the woman. One receive.
When they're talking about themselves, they don't. He's not gonna say my girlfriend. He's
What
gonna
is-
say my boyfriend.
So that even complicate me more than all. I need a drink. Pass me that. No. No, pass me that. I need a drink. I honestly need a drink. Mm. Anything strong in the head? I might as well get stoned and go to bed. Oh, we had 9:30.
Oh my God!
No.
You never hear a gay man say my girlfriend. They always say my boyfriend.
But that would still make it worse. That would make it worse and can't come to my house. The boy, you time I'm carrying boyfriend. It better call the boy a girl.
Oh my God!
That would make it worse and couldn't come at my gate. But no, and now you can't drink out of the cup. Him have two boyfriend.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I,
well,
you know, I
all
like,
right.
I like Mr. Carter's honesty though.
Hold on, but of course. But sometimes,
said-
sometimes when me have a little bump them in my face, because I bust them myself, but your finger and your hand, when me put out for me rough crop the hand in my face, it feel away. But your finger them make me want to sleep.
Oh my God!
So me I gotta have a man a bust bumping on my I make a call this thing. Make a call this thing quit. 'Cause I'm sweating here like a pig. And I'm reason I sweat I'm glad to have a gay boy because I mash up a marriage. Cause me I go tell this boy if he go and you go tell him come. And me, you go call him here and give him food. And then
So
when
you
me
think
come.
I'm gonna let my child starve?
Him boyfriend, make him boyfriend take care of him, or him girlfriend. Take care of
I
him.
was the one that gave birth. I carried that child for 9 months. Okay,
That's why that's why it's very.
I'm not gonna love my child any less.
But you keep saying that nobody's saying that you're gonna love your child any less.
In your case, you're gonna love the child from a distance.
Topics like these make me worry about our likely world. God no.
Or little world, God knows. But it's true. Yeah. The thing is,
In
this
one
is-
instance, Sister Hillary said, in one instant, it's the father was doing the molestation, And I
See?
believe that.
And that's so
I believe
sad.
that.
Your own father is molesting his own son.
I believe
You
that.
know?
But then that's where we go again. So we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention as parents.
Okay, so Mr. Seymour said,
Sister Tristan said, kiss my teeth. Look here, Mr. Jackson. Me gonna sleep. Cause you cry, yell. Me say a big man I know say sex with another man wrong. Of course. Of course.
okay.
Man having man, but the Bible tell that man laying with man is abomination. It's wrong. So no matter what you want to say, and how I love my little gay boy, it's wrong.
The act is wrong, but I'm not gonna love my child any less.
Yes, but me I love him from a distance. The pressure that will reach him. All right. Mr. Carter said the pressure ain't going to put on that boy. And that's what I'm saying. Ain't going to leave the nasty act. The pressure going to take him. Anytime he see
that's
me.
your assumption. That's your assumption. Mr. Seymour said, I think Mr. Seymour is the only one that's thinking logical tonight as far as the men is concerned.
Miss-
No, they should. No, they sure do, Mrs. Jackson. I live close to the gay capital of South Florida, Wilton Manors. The men do refer to the feminine, feminine as one as his wife, the feminine one as his wife.
Okay. Sister Tresson said, I don't know if she gone to her bed. Sister Tresson said, I caught my son in a compromising position. I was mad as hell, but me did proud cause it was a girl in my approach. You understand? She said she said she was mad as hell, but then she glad it wasn't a boy.
And what age are we talking about?
It no matter what age.
Of course, it matters what age.
Yeah, cause she said she was mad that me he got to be on the age. But then at the end of the day, she
And
glad.
how he arrived in that compromising position? It had to be
think-
something that he saw before.
No, then when you wash little baby, you think them not feeling it?
Jackson.
Okay. Good night, Sister King. Good to have you, Brother Jackson. Thank you guys. Okay, I think we read it already. Hey, Sister Primrose Brown. Good to have you with us tonight. Hi, Sister Barbara Johnson. Good to have you with us. And our engineer, which at least he see that we finished the program and gone over time, and he didn't even know that I know that I could use a backup camera.
So the bottom line is, let's be.
Let's read what
understand.
Sister Hillary said before we go to. And Sister Tamika Elliott, so good to have you with us tonight.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and Sister June, Gerald. That's my sister. We grew up together, so she knows me not deal with them thing there. Cynthia Archer, that's my classmate in school, and what's this? Spiggy is my little son. Hi, Sister Annette. Hey, we missed you. Good to have you.
Oh, yeah.
With us tonight. Who else? And sorry we can't get to read all the comments. And Sister Portia Chin just keep quiet, man. And we just want to hear from Sister Portia. And I have my cousin Cynthia Wildman. Good to have you with us. And Sister Archer said no gay around here. Monica Llewellyn.
No to.
Of course I know what she said no to. Sister
You're just assuming.
Sister Monica Llewellyn, good to have you with us. Okay. Sister Cynthia Archer said, laugh out loud. No way. Not in my house. Well, you still think that's not what you say no to? Sister Annette A say, love them as your own, but their lifestyle they take in their own space.
Of course.
Jesus. Of course, that's what I'm.
But
But you said, of course.
contradicting-
You contradicting
you-
yourself.
No, you say you're gonna love them from a distance, and you're gonna.
But
not
that's
let
what
them
she's
use-
saying.
No,
That's what
not
she said. Let's read what she said again. Love them as your own, which I tell you I'm going to love my son. I did say that.
You didn't say that. You
I said I'm not going to love his behavior, but I'm going to love him when he decides to
I'm gonna
change.
play this back.
Yes. Yes. I said when he decides to change, I'll be willing and ready to sit down with my son.
And what if he doesn't change? You're not gonna love him the same.
I'm going to love my son, but I'm not going to love the behavior.
But that's what she's saying.
No.
But that's not.
No, what she's saying. Come on, she can't speak for herself. She said, love them as your own, which she said,
Right.
I'm going to love them as my own.
Yes.
Right? But their lifestyle, they take in their own space.
Of course.
So what she's saying, if you still remain a gay, turn out your yard.
That's not what she's saying.
Oh my God. It is simply self-explanatory.
She's
Sister
saying that
Annette.
she's gonna love her child regardless.
Yes.
But the lifestyle that they chose, that's on the child.
No, that's not what she's saying. What is their own space?
Can you
What is your own space?
his own space, his own life, whatever
No.
he's
They take
Oh,
in their
Jesus.
own space. I'm gonna love my child, right? No matter what. She gonna love her child, which I agree. But in lifestyle, she's not gonna love. You don't think that's what she's saying? I'm not gonna love them lifestyle.
His own space is his lifestyle.
She's not gonna love that.
Right, that's what I've been saying.
But that's
you're
what
saying. That's not what she's saying.
But I don't understand. It come like the two of us. Two of us need a drink.
Ay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Mr. Carter said, just before we go, I want to hear what Rosie said. Mr. Carter said, I would find it hard to hug such a son. I refuse to play the hypocrite role. Cynthia Archer
So
said,
if you
Cynthia,
can't hug
sorry, I don't know if you
yourself-
can hear.
If you can't hug your son, that means that, the
Me
love
not
that
go
you have for your son.
me not go hug a
You, don't
gay
have, you
son.
pretty much don't have no love for your
I
son.
will, listen, all the way I'm going to hug my son. I will hug my son for my son to know how much I love him. But you see, with the hug for the gay business, I'm going to make sure I tell him. But I'm going to hug my son for show him how much me love him and I want him to change.
But
Me
what if he
want
doesn't
Grand
change?
Pitney.
What
Me
if he
want
doesn't
Grand
change?
Pitney.
What if he doesn't change? You're still
Then-
gonna find it hard to hug him.
When we
That's
go back to
Mr.
what?
Carter is saying.
No, we go back to what Sister Annette A say. We love make them stay in their own space. Right where Sister Rosie said, he or she can come with their loved one, but not a different one all the time. Me not agree with that. No gay now go come over and a bus bump in a my city, sit down in a my city, watch my TV. That now that where boy from Cloughton I say that would never happen.
Oh my God! I think we need to wrap up this topic.
That would never happen. Remember me tell you that.
Oh my God, Mr.
I
Carter,
can't sleep tonight.
I'm gonna do the same thing too.
I can't sleep tonight.
Oh my God. Mr. Carter says, guys, good night. Gonna wash my feet and go to bed and hope to fall asleep.
And that's why we say we can't sleep tonight.
I'm sleeping peacefully.
Sister Annette said, when they are married, they do say wife. Of course, I know. And you know that too. You know that too,
They
people.
don't all do that.
They all say my wife. Nobody not going to say me married. We are two man.
I work with
Sister-
them, you know.
Sister
They don't all
Kathleen.
say that.
Because they're not married. When they're married,
I
they
have
have a
couples that are
wife.
married. I work with clients that are married.
Sister Kathleen Green. So before I go, more if I answer that because you say you work with them. When a two man them go for married and the pastor say,
I don't know what the pastor said. I'm not at their wedding.
so you
I
never
don't
hear
pry
say
into
two
their-
man. You never hear say two man and this one say my wife.
No.
Then,
And then
you never
the
hear
funny
two
thing is,
women say, my husband. All right. The guy where name, the guy where run for president, the little gay guy. What him name, man? And him at the something hub.
yeah,
Him run for president in the last time our time before.
I don't know. I
He's
don't
a
really
Democrat. He's the only gay guy there. The little one.
I don't remember who that is.
And him talk about his wife all the time.
I don't know who that is who you're talking
I don't
about.
understand how you conveniently don't remember
I don't follow
you don't want to
politics like
help me.
do.
You don't want to help me make a strong point.
You're entitled to make your own strong points. I'm not,
All right,
saying
Sister
anything
Annette.
about
Sister
your
Annette
point.
said he is right, sis. Whatever you were talking about, she did. She said me right. Right? Good.
Mm.
Okay, Mr. Carter said, are we gonna wrap up? Mr. Carter said, Ishaq is going to cause my love to diminish in short orders.
And
Mm.
again, that if that's your take on how you feel on your child, then that's your take. But God doesn't love us any less because we do wrong or whatever. So you're gonna love your child less because your child come to you and say that they're gay or whatever. You're gonna discriminate against them by giving them out of paper plates every time they come to their house or whatever.
It's not
What,
every
what
time.
kind of parent
No,
is that?
it's not what kind of parent. I tell you the truth. You really want to hear the truth before you go? As Sister King say, not in her cabinet. I would have rather the gay guy don't come at my house. I'm telling the truth. I would rather the gay guy. The same that say my son, I would have rather the gay guy don't come to my house.
Yeah, well, cut him off completely then. Don't be a hypocrite and say you love him and then you treat him a different way, whatever. Just simply say to him, because of your lifestyle, I cannot love you, period. Let me hear you tell your child that.
No, I'm not gonna tell my child. I'm
Right,
not
because
crazy.
you'll be
I'm not gonna tell my child
Come
I
on.
cannot love him, period. I'm not gonna love that type of behavior. I'm not gonna tell my child I'm not gonna love him, period.
Wait a minute. Is it the behavior that you don't love or is it the child you don't love? Make up your mind. Which one?
No, but I just said it. So don't try. You don't try to.
No,
I
so
said
you don't
I
like,
don't love.
You don't love your child and you don't love the act. So what I'm
I
simply saying
don't
to you
love-
is tell your child point blank, I don't want to have nothing to do with you ever in life. And let them go ahead and live their life the way they see fit, and you live your life the way you see fit. Long and short of it. Okay.
Sister Kathleen said no. The two men say husband. I thought they said husband and wife.
Okay.
All right. Well,
But the bottom line is, based on the topic, is are you gonna love your child any less because your child came to you and said that he or she is gay? What would you do? For me, I'm not gonna love my child any less. I don't condone the lifestyle, but I'm not gonna love my child any less
but
from
yeah,
day one.
but you sound like
I don't sound.
You sound
I'm
yeah.
realistic. You're the
No,
one that's going
no,
around
no,
in
no,
a
no, no,
million
no, no. You
circles.
confuse everybody
No,
on
no,
this
no,
live
no.
tonight because now you're gonna say, no, you're gonna say you're not gonna condone the lifestyle, and then you're gonna
I
encourage
never
that
said
kind.
from the get go that I
And you're
condone
gonna
the
cut.
lifestyle. I never said from the get go, right? I voiced my opinion and how I see
So when that
things or
child come in,
whatever.
when that child come in, and you supporting that child and tell the child bring him lover come and all those
You
things,
don't know what I would be telling my child.
you
That's what
just say.
you would be
I
saying.
asked you, would you allow your son to bring in gay son come? And you said yes at the Thanksgiving. So Thursday
What
gone.
did I say before
Thursday
that?
gone.
What did I say?
Thursday
I
gone.
said that to hear what you were gonna say.
Oh, so you take it back then? Because Thursday
was
gone
that,
will be
sir?
no Thanksgiving in my house.
You don't have to have Thanksgiving in the house.
With a gay boy?
You could go have Thanksgiving elsewhere. My child is gonna be in my house having
With his
Thanksgiving.
boyfriend. So you're going to tell your husband, go have Thanksgiving somebody else because your son and his boyfriend coming
I
over.
never said that. That's not what I said.
Why don't they say husband and husband?
They do say that.
I never hear that. I always hear husband say my wife.
Do your research.
Of course I do my research.
No, you didn't do it well enough.
When the gay guy named Boocha Beach or some a little guy and him always say his wife. I'm glad I married my
Well,
wife.
if he said he married his wife, not all gay men say that. So you can't say one person will say that to sum up everybody, but nevertheless.
Yeah, but nevertheless, in closing, how would they do that vow then from the Bible? How would
Me
they?
never go on gay wedding, so we don't know one.
We want to thank you. We are over 17 minutes. Well, no, not 17 minutes because we start a couple minutes late. But we want to thank you for mash down the slackness. Of course, we want to thank you for staying with us tonight. We enjoy your input and we always appreciate having you with us, and we appreciate your input. And as we said, you can always inbox us and topics that you want to discuss, and we won't come out and say where this topic is coming from,
Unless the person
unless the
wants to.
person put it out. Next week we are formulating a topic. It's gonna be that wife and husband have a 9 to 5, and when you come home as a husband, should you do your role? Some people said I help them wife when them come home. Or if
Do
I
your
come home and
role,
wash the
meaning-
you come home and wash the dishes, you say I help your wife. I help her. But she's at work. So next week gonna be another firestorm. Right?
I'm not even
Next-
touching that.
Next
right?
week gonna be
I'm not
another
even saying a
firestorm.
word.
She have to wake up and make your breakfast. Right? Send you after work. Then make the kids them breakfast. Send them after work. Send herself after work. Come back home. Take care of the kids them. Cook for you. And send the kids them to bed. Wake up a morning and do the same routine. But I help her clean the house. Not
So
under my
what, I'm a
cabinet.
slave?
Not under my cabinet. Let's stay that for next week. We thank you for we appreciate you and we love you, and we don't want to go but we have to go. And as my wife said, continue to keep. I have a sister that passed off. We'll put her to rest on the middle of this coming month. We have our niece who's in the hospital. I wanted to pray for my mother-in-law who's not feeling well, my father-in-law who is not feeling well, and pray for my wife also because I have to give her a hug tonight and tell her how much I love her because she was crying and my engineer said I was showing off, so I saw me show off and my wife looked good. You know, what the name of the blouse that you're wearing tonight? What name?
Oh, it's a fox leather.
My name cost bad word, you know. Is it here?
FAUX
Wow.
leather.
Okay. And I'm wearing the pleather. I'm wearing the
In the
pleather.
color.
And what's the name of the color?
It's plum.
Plum. So it's a fox leather plum.
Yes.
And
a
where
plum.
you get that to buy?
I can't tell you that.
Wow. And we are planning to come out with we want to design something that, and you know, if it's even not hot, but we'll talk about that off the here. And as I said, we wanted to continue to pray for Sister Danielle. She'll be having a hectic weekend.
Yes.
She'll be performing in the St. Elizabeth. I think it's about 6 o'clock. And after she perform in St. Elizabeth, she'll be driving to St. Catherine to perform the same night. I think she's going to be on stage about maybe 10 o'clock. And then she'll be in the studio the following day. You see where Daniel is going. You see where God is taking her. Me so proud of her till I my proudness Japa ground.
I know, that's our baby.
Amen. but we're not gonna give her all of the credit because without Sister Corinne and
Corinne.
Sister
Stop
Corinne.
mixing
All right, me and her
Friday.
cuss every day.
Correct him,
So she
Corinne.
know
Correct
me
him,
say
please.
Corinne, she know who me at all. Cause when me call her, she answer.
She's just being polite.
Oh, she has been polite. Okay, so
Oh
right.
gosh.
So
Mhm.
we don't want to say too much. Next week we'll come back
Yeah.
and show off.
Mhm.
And Danielle, my wife, love these songs. Girl, we can't a piece of African one day. Whoa,
All
take
right, don't
time.
give out too
Not talk too
much.
much. Come off for the people that live now, right? We love you, and God love you too. And continue to stay with us and continue to send us your topic. Continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that Chat with the Jackson. This is where we will take our leave for tonight. And my name remain Fitzroy Jackson,
And I'm Susan Jackson,
and
and
we
we
are
are
Chat
Chat with
with
the
the Jackson,
Jacksons.
and we said
Okay, peace
peace
out.
out. We love you, and God love you too. Stay blessed.